from a sexology perspective, intimacy, and intimacy can be sex, it can be connectivity, it can be, any sort of letting down your guard and being witnessed and being seen by one another. Intimacy takes time. It takes time. It needs space. It needs a lack of boundaries, right? Then you can really sort of get into it. So no, our lives today don't encourage us. When we say we're in an intimacy crisis, I mean, a lot of as a coach, a lot of the people and a lot of the topics that I deal with are around sexless marriages.
Sexless marriages.
I've been living with someone for 20 years and we haven't had sex in 5 years. And I'm like, how do you spend your weekends? Oh, we're driving, whatever, Mickey to baseball, and this one's going to Russian math, and that one's going to gymnastics. I'm like, so when do you fuck? Oh, maybe late at night, when everybody's exhausted. Like, that sounds awful. And what happens, when I say this all the time, what happens outside the bedroom is very reflective of what happens inside the bedroom and vice versa, right? So you've got to make time for this play and you've got to make time for this flow sort of all the time. And look, the next question is, don't men need it more than women? And can men just be mechanical about it? There's really no data to support that. Yes, the erotic blueprints are different, but there's really nothing that tells us very clearly that men like a quickie and women want it like long and sensual. I think men are craving for some expansion in how we describe their sexuality as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm witnessing that in just talking to men. I had a man cry in front of me recently about his problem with pornography, and he wishes that he could have real intimacy. And I was like, I am sorry.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to help you. So are men and women, we're both hurting, I think.
Yeah,
we both
I
want to
agree.
connect, right?
I agree. I think we're all hurting.
We're all hurting.
Yeah.
And what seems to be coming out, though, there's a lot of, there's just this sort of toxicity and this, I mean, I don't want to say gender war.
Yeah.
That's also just reductive in some way. But I do very much see, I mean, you're seeing all the headlines.
Yeah.
Women, sorry dudes, but like we're graduating from college. We've got, I mean, you have 3 degrees. I have multiple degrees,
Yeah.
So women are getting more educated.
Yes.
We're earning more money.
Yeah.
We're more independent.
Yep.
We don't have the same needs that we did
Sure.
for men back in the day, if those were even the needs that we thought we had.
Yep.
So we're all establishing new baselines of existence.
Yeah.
It occurs to me that, well, it's an entirely new era of how we even connect in as different genders. Am I being like too dramatic?
No, I think you're right. And look, maybe, I mean, I read once, the ego wants certainty and the soul wants mystique. And maybe we're at a point where our egos are so insecure because we don't understand what's going on. And there's a lot coming at us, right? I mean, this new AI wave of technology, let's put it in perspective. The last big technological revolution was the advent of the internet, right? So that's what, 30 years ago? So this is new for all of us. Politics bores me, but you just cannot ignore what's going on. So when you think about, on one hand, there's a real assault, particularly in the US and in other parts of the world, on the rights of women, right? And currently, we're the only ones that can produce babies. So if you're coming at me and saying, yeah, but you have to do it in this context, and you're not allowed to do this, and you can't cross states, and by the way, blah, blah, I'm going to take that little power that I have, and I'm going to redirect it into something else. And that's what we're seeing is happening. Women don't want to date. They don't want to have sex. They don't want to get married. They are gravitating to other community and intimacy with other women. And the flip side for the men, and I said this on another podcast, I was like, I don't have penis envy. I have penis empathy. I get it.
Wow.
I get it. Men have only been taught, and I interview a lot of men, and I'm really doing a deep dive in the next coming months. One man said to me, you don't get to be a man. You have to earn your masculinity. And how you do that, by the way, is being really successful and rich. Look at the language around sex. I banged her. I crushed her. Things like that. That's what men think makes them masculine. And now women, because we have all this power and we have the power of dissemination of information and being able to speak out, we're pushing back and saying, I don't want that. Like I just read an article about, the era of slow sex is back. I'm like, why did slow sex go anywhere? But it's a headline.
I was going to say, did it go away? I mean, in my imagination, it never went away.
It's also what media is about headlines, right? It's about grabbing attention. So now we're saying, oh my God, hookup culture, and somebody's going to be like, oh, what about slow sex? And everybody's like, oh, I should be having slow sex. You have to understand that we are not, and you can speak to this, Cory. We're not wired to consume this much information and produce this much information all the time. So sometimes clickbait is really just clickbait.
Yeah.
Don't click.